Hello and welcome to Mastering Microsoft Excel video series. This is video number 27 where we're going to talk about using named ranges in the places where the table formats cannot help you. Now, without much ado, let's get into the Excel screen and let's start exploring about this named ranges. If you're watching this video directly without watching video number 26, I would strongly recommend you to first watch the video number 26. You will understand where the table formats cannot help you, so that when you come back to this video, you get a clarity why are we learning this named ranges and how the named ranges can help you. All right, so let's get into the Excel right now. So we have three Excel for this situation. This is the Excel where we have to get the production cost. The production cost for these products I have to pick up, but if it is US, I have to pick up from the US list. If it's India, then I have to pick it from the India. The production cost of the products are kept in two different Excels, one for India, one for US. You can see it over here. One is US pricing, another one is Indian pricing. So these are, we are accessing it from, so these are three files we're working right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue with our requirement here. So what is this named ranges? So the named ranges are nothing but each cell is called a range. A set of cells are called ranges. One cell is called a range. So you can give a name for a single cell, a multiple cell. You can give a name for an entire table. When you're giving a name for the entire table, you can also select an extra cells and give a name for it. All those are possible. Example, if I'm going to select this cell, let's say for example, this is the cell I'm coloring it. If I want to give a name for it, I can go to the formulas tab, name manager, click on the new, and it'll ask you what's the name you want to give for it. I'm going to give Jackson. So that cell which I've selected right now will be called as Jackson. It also shows me which cell you have selected and named it, and the scope is workbook level. That means this name lives only within this file, but we can increase the scope, which we're going to see right now very shortly. So watch it. So if I have any value here, if I want to do anything with that cell, I don't have to go there. I simply use the name which I gave, which is Jackson, and multiply it with 3, and that calculates it for me. Right, so like this, I can give a name for one cell or multiple cell or a table, which is very much possible. Now, if you don't want to have a name, you want to delete it, or if you want to increase the number of cells for the name, or if you want to change the name, you need to go back to the name manager, and here you got the option for editing or deleting. In this case, I want to delete it. I don't want these names. I want to delete it. Okay, so let me clear this out. Let's come back to our requirement, what we are talking about. So in the table format, the video number 26, what we understood is the tables are really user friendly when your formula sheet and the input data are in the same file. Even for the visualizations, everything, it was working beautifully. Even if I write a complicated formulas, it was working beautifully because the tables were living inside the same file where I'm writing the formula or creating the visualizations. But what happens if the tables are not in the same file and different Excel? That's where the table started to suffer. I have to go to that area and have to select, and I have to come back. That's something I have to do it. Yeah. But named ranges is also similar to that. But this is going to make your life a little easier. But once for all, if you do it, it's going to help you a lot. So watch it. All you have to do is keep the input file open. Then just select any blank cell in your formula writing file or visualization file, and make sure the cell which you're selecting, you will never do anything on it. You will never disturb that area as well. So the best practice is always take the last column by pressing the control and right arrow. I'm going to select the first cell. Go to it need not to be the first cell. You can select any cell. So we go to the formulas tab. We go to the name manager. I'm going to give click on the new, and I'm going to give the name for it right now. So let's say, for example, I'm going to give the name India price list, and I come to the last one where it says refers to. I've cleared everything in that refers to area and click the small button, and I'm going to navigate to the India pricing Excel, select my table with some extra cells, extra rows and extra columns. Provided anything added new in the future, it will also be a part of my name. So when I click back again this, click OK. Now we have completed naming that India pricing table. Likewise, we're going to come back to the formula sheet. We're going to select a different cell this time, come back to name manager. It shows already the name which I've given it, which is India price. We're going to do the similar action for the US as well. So click on the new again. So US price list. And I come to the last area where it says refers to, clear it, use the small button. Now this time you have to navigate to the US price Excel sheet, select some extra cells, extra rows, columns, and then click that small icon again, click OK, and our two names are created. So let's come back to the formula writing sheet. I'm going to go ahead and give two more names just to show you that it's not necessary that you have to give a name for the entire table. You can also give name for a single column also of your table. So I'm going to go back to name manager again, click new, and this time I'm going to give it like India price column, and I come to the refers to, clear that, and I'm going to click the small button, navigate to India pricing, select only the production cost, select some extra cells, keeping that any future product comes into place, those production cost is also considered here. So click OK. We're back again. So let's close this and let's come back to the formula. We just need to do one more last naming. Name manager, new, and US price column. Then we go click this area, clear it, and go to the US pricing Excel, select only the production cost, click OK. We got all the four names created. So once the naming is done, you don't need to keep those US pricing files and the India pricing file. You don't need to keep it open, and you can start writing the formula right now. So let's go ahead and see equal to, if this equal to US, then do the VLOOKUP for this product in which table? US price. Now watch closely. This is something which we were not able to do in the last video. We have to open the file and we have to select it, but this time you can simply use the name just like we saw last time. So US price list, comma, second column, comma, false. Else do the VLOOKUP of the same product in the Indian price list, comma, second column, comma, false. Close the VLOOKUP, close the if formula, and now you can see even though the file is closed, it is still interacting with that particular files, particular tables. That's the powerful part of your naming ranges. So once you open it and select and name it, the file need not to be kept in open. Every time when you want to have the data for a different purpose, you don't have to open the file and select, which was the case in table. Okay, but remember, some of you might have a thought, here also we are selecting, but we are selecting only once. But in table, if you want that data set again, you have to go back and select the data set again, but here that is not the case. Now remember that I gave a name even for that production cost column alone. So let's say here I want to take that name. So what's it? Sum of Indian production cost. So when I say here is my column which has only the production cost, so what's the maximum in the US pricing, US production cost? So the file is not even open, but it is interacting. That's very, very interesting and very powerful. Now you guys got the advantage of the name ranges compared to the table formats. So be smart in picking up your choice. If your input and the report all are in the same file, table is the best choice for you. If the input is living in a different Excel and your formula is going to be in a different Excel, naming ranges is a better choice so that you don't have to go back and again select the same area for your formulas. All right. So we'll meet again with another interesting input in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Signing off, Hariharan.